Hello everybody, and I am back, and I'm here with Legacy United Optimus Prime from the Legacy United line, and here he is. And his accessory, nicely sculpted. First, let's take a look at the box, because Legacy, like usual, knocks it out of the park. Look at this, there he is, right there, with his cool Battle X pose. There he is. 25 steps, 40th anniversary. There he is. Really nice. That's fun. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, fun. Fun. Alright. There he is. His accessory. Of course, you can put it in his hand. You can store it on his back. Well, he came with this light bulb bar, but I just wanted to put it on, because why not? Now let's compare him to some other figures. Let's compare him to Prowl. Right there. And of course, Prowl is shorter than Prime. Let's compare him to Legacy United Bumblebee. He's taller than Bumblebee, of course. Next, let's compare him to Legacy Evolution, or Legacy Armada Starscream, not Legacy Evolution. Wrong line. But yeah, there they are. Also, no, these did not come with Starscream. It's just, they came from my Studio Series 86, and I just thought they looked good on Starscream. Especially in this jet mode, but you'll guys see that in the comparison at the end of the video. And last but not least, for comparisons, Studio Series number 102, Rise of the Beast, Optimus Prime. There they are, and they look great together. You will also see that in the photos I took of them together. And here he is. And let's take a look at the sculpting. Very nicely done. Very nicely good head sculpt. Nice little venting down there. Looks really nice. Very little hollow spots on this figure too. Now let's get to articulation. And for starters, he can move his head up about that much, down about this much. He can rotate it to the left this much, and to the right about that much. He can move his arms out to the side. He can go all the way around, although the joints on mine are very stiff, so it feels like you're going to pop things out. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, got it back in. The joint, because the joints on mine are so stiff, the arms pop out, which is kind of annoying, to say the least, because you got to maneuver around that. But besides that, he can move them all the way around, unless yours is like mine, it has ridiculously stiff joints. He can hit a double elbow joint, so he can bend like that, bring it out about that much. You can rotate at the wrist. That's about it for his arm articulation. He can bend about this much. He can kick out about that much. He can move his leg a little bit, or if you detach it, right, he can move it in and out like that. So that's pretty cool. He can move it back about this much, and he can also knee about that much. So that's cool. Very, very cool. This figure is very nice. Very nicely detailed too. Onto his axis detailing. Looks very nice. Look at it. Very nice for an Energon axe. Very nice. Yeah, but very good for an Energon axe. Now let's get the transformation. And transformation is fairly simple. First things first. Take out his arms. And you kind of just pull this down a little bit, right? You pull the hand down and you just push it in and click it back up. Next, what you want to do is you want to bring this up and around on a double hinge joint, because there's 2 hinges in there. And this blue tab tabs into this red slot. And there you go. Next thing you want to do is just rotate it around. so it's facing this way, like so. You do the same on the other side. In and out. Close it up, line it up, tab it in, rotate it around. There we go. Next up is you detach the front part of the truck and you detach the back part of the truck, right? And all you want to do is you want to get these two corners and just bring them out slightly like this, and then you just rotate everything up so it should look like this. You should have something that looks like this anyway, right? Now let's get to the sides of the truck, right? And you just kind of wiggle everything up, if you can see what I'm doing. And this little red tab is supposed to go inside this gray piece. Assuming... there we go. It should click into place. And you got one side of this fire truck done. Do the same. So what you want to do, because I don't think I shut it off correctly, is you want to kind of just maneuver these two pieces in so this closes nice and tight. And then you just kind of tab this in, and then there you go, right? The other side of the truck. From here it's basically easy street, right? You see this little red tab right here, it goes in this red slot, push it in there, and there, right? And then you just make sure everything is nice and tight, right? Next, what I like to do is I like to rotate the waist around so it's facing this way, right? Then you want to bring this up and around, and then you just kind of push it down and it clicks into place, like so. You know, very easy, very fun. And then, so there's these two little, I don't think it's shown correctly. You see these little black tabs right there? They go inside these holes right here, and you just kind of, and there we go. They're in. Nice. All right. Now from here, it's really easy. Yeah. So what you want to do first is you want to untab the feet, and you just kind of take them out like this, right? Put your finger here and pull out. Put your finger here and then pull out. Easy. All right. Next, what you want to do is you want to connect, or not, well, don't connect them just yet, but get this piece, right, with your thumb, and get this with your other thumb. Just kind of wiggle it out of there, right? And then you just kind of line it up like so, and then bend it in. Right, and then just make sure everything's nice and snug, right? And then you just bend this up and around, and there you go. Right, got one part done. Now is here where you tab it in, right? You tab in this part of the leg just because it makes it a little easier, in my opinion. Right, and like I said, you do the same you did with the other side. Just kind of get here and here, and just bring it out. Right, and then you just kind of push this in here to you hear, and then bring this up and around, and there you go, truck mode. He does have storage for his weapon, his energon axe. You could just, with this little white circular slot, goes in here. Well, not slot, but peg goes in here, and there you go. You can have him driving around with his axe, ready to save the day. Alright, well, anyways, I'll be back with comparisons in a bit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and I am back with comparisons. And here we have, first up on the comparison tray, I guess you can call it, is number 102, Buzz Horvey Bumblebee Studio Series Optimus Prime from Rise of the Beast. And, yeah. Of course, Rise of the Beast Optimus is longer in truck mode than animated Prime, but then again, he's also bigger in robot mode. But there they are. And now for some legacy animated figures. First up is Prowl. Yeah. If I lined them up correctly, they're about the same height from the front of his tire to the front of his little truck, to the front of his truck mode, to the back. They're about the same height, but there they are. Next up is animated Bumblebee, the little small one, the little guy. There they are. Right next to each other, and yeah, Bumblebee's just small compared to him. Yeah, it's kind of funny actually. And next up, for our last Legacy comparison, we have Legacy Armada Starscream. There they are. Yeah, Starscream looks really cool. Of course, side to side, Starscream is longer than Optimus, but yeah, it is what it is. And I don't think I said this in the beginning of the video, but he does have weapon storage for his axe. There's a little circular nub right here that goes into this circular tab, and you just port it right in here, and there you go. He can drive off with his axe, and he rolls really nicely. So that's pretty nice. And now for my final thoughts on this figure. I think he's a great figure and definitely worth a pickup. He is my first animated Prime, and honestly, he's awesome. I like him. All his joints are very stiff on my copy. I don't know about anybody else's, but they're all very stiff, and I really like that. He's very easy to pose. You can get him in some really interesting and quite cool poses. He's just an all-around really good release by Legacy United. Yeah, that's really all I gotta say. Definitely worth a pickup, 10 out of 10 in my book in terms of a figure. Now, without further ado, I'm signing off. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below, and leave the bell icon on to get future videos from me. Anyway, see you later.